In Seoul, we wanted to stay city center, near a metro, and be really accessible for us. And we knew that we were going to spend fairly less time in the. So that is why we chose a place called Travelodge. Travelodge, the one is the one which we stayed at. Very basic but very clean place, meaning they have good beds. They have very utilitarian. They don't make your rooms if you don't ask for it. They don't change your towels. You can go for there without breakfast, and that's the option that we chose, without breakfast, because we knew that we are going to set out and we can catch something outside. The room was very small for us because we were three, like me, my husband, and my son. So because it's a big city, when you go to bigger cities and you want to stay in the center of the city, the rooms are small until and unless you pay a lot. And then you have to pay a lot. Like the difference between the rooms was almost 60,000. So you want to adjust for those things, or you want to stay a little bit outside the city's center. We didn't want to do that. So that was Travelodge in Seoul. In Jeju, in Songpo, we stayed at this place called Casa Loma. Was again, as we said, Songpo was a little bit on the outskirts. But what I really liked about this place is that they have these terrace. They had a beautiful terrace. You can see the sea from there. They had a cafe. You can really relax over there. The rooms were really big. The bathroom in Casa Loma was as big as our room in Seoul. Whole idea is to relax. We had this big hotel, and my son was so happy to have his own bed. He loved that hotel. He also said that it made him feel special. That yes, I counted as another person, and they made space for me. So that was good for us. Also, the food was very good. The say breakfast which they had laid out Western. They had a little bit of the local cuisine, because that's also we wanted to try. So they had abalone porridge and a black pork soup also, and then had a lot of veg options for our vegetarian friend. Our favorite place to stay was, of course, it just happened to be at Busan. When we were going, we were not very sure, because again, it was very far from where we had, from the city center. It was called Hotel Raon, Laon. There are three beaches where they Busan. One is the Hyundai Beach, which is the most popular beach. So Hyundai Beach apparently has 1.5 million tourists in the summer season coming just to Busan, Hyundai Beach. So it's super crowded. We stayed at Songchang Beach, about 2 stations from Hyundai Beach, where you can take the train which goes along the beach. Just called the Blue Line train. It's beautiful along the sea, see the view. You can, of course, walk it as well. The walk might be about 2 to 3 kilometers, but it's a beautiful walk from one beach to the other. The next place I would love to stay at the next time that I go is called Gwangali Beach. I thought the vibe was beautiful. They have the Gwangali Bridge over there, which every Saturday they have a fireworks show. Every Saturday they have a drone show over there. There is live music, and from the yachts also they have fireworks happening. So it's a very happening beach, and all the skyscrapers around it. It's a very touristy but a lot of fun thing. So these are the 3 places that one can stay at Busan. We stayed at Songchang Beach, which was really nice. It was a little away from the crowded places, far from the city center, about 40 minutes from the city center. The beach was so clean. It's also a surfer's paradise. So all the surfers stay there. Younger crowd. So younger people, if you want to meet young people, hang out there. And again, as I said, that Busan has gone into the depths of making the parks very accessible. The parks were beautiful. Everything is there at the park. Everything is there at cafes. So it's very well planned. I think the place matters so much, because every morning, all my friends, my family also are late risers. So they would get up late. But because we were staying on a beach, I could get up and walk to the beach and go for my morning walk, and really taken the place before everyone has gotten up. Jade would have been like that. We stayed in a little bit of a place where we did not have easy access to beach. If you are close to a beach when you're going to Jeju, after all, you're going to an island. You definitely have easy access to beautiful beaches. So why would you not? The only thing. Seoul also, if you can place yourself close to beautiful gardens. Metro was our main requirement, but Dongdaemun Park was quite close to us. Is something like you want a little park, you want somewhere that you can go across to. If you can, if you are okay with, then the other thing I would suggest is to stay near Yodio. The Hangang Park is there. So in the mornings, there are people cycling, there are people walking. If you're a morning person, you want to be able to get yourself to a beautiful park, get yourself, because Seoul doesn't have the sea, but it has parks along the Han River. Any Hangang Park will do. You don't have to be near Yodio, but any Hangang Park allows you access to ride a cycle, just ride the cycle, anything, and it gives you that more accessibility. I think choosing your hotels is so important. It's not just the rooms, but the location. If there is a superstore nearby, you can pick up water, coffee, a snack, and feel safe. You feel like, yes, मुझे खाना मिल जाएगा. I'll be able to get something. All the supermarkets are generally 24/7, so you will get something or the other. So those are the things that really worked out for us.